So now it's time to get into our physical practice, and a physical asana practice could be the best thing that you do for your root chakra. Muladhara is balanced when you are in your body. Remember, our body is the earth and the earth is our body. So the more that we feel disconnected from our bodies, the more deficiencies we're going to feel in the root chakra. I'm going to get into a physical practice, so get out your mats, and we're going to start standing in Tadasana, mountain pose at the top of our mat. So first I'd like you just to kind of rock forward and back on the balls of the feet and the heels. And then I want you to kind of roll in a circle, pushing into the edges, the toes, the heels, and just feel how ungrounding that feels, right? Take it the other way. We might feel a little wobbly or unbalanced because our feet aren't firmly on the earth. Okay, and then find stillness. And let's turn the knees and toes in just a tad. And I invite you to lift the pinky toe on the right foot up. Let's lift all the toes on the right foot up. And then push the pinky toe down, and one at a time until you ground through the big toe. Let's do that left side, lift all the toes, pinky toe first, ground it down. So now when I look down at my feet, it's almost like I have monkey feet. I'm gripping into my mat. What this does is activates all the arches in the feet. We have 3 arches, and this just helps to activate and use all of them. And so if you don't already do this in your practice, before you do any balancing poses, this is a great way to ground. Now take a slight bend in the knees, tuck the tail under. So let's bring a lot of awareness into the root chakra. So tilting the pelvis forward, find a little bit of a seat so that the knees come to touch. And then I just invite you to take a breath in, stand up tall. A breath out, push into the earth. Breath in, push away. Exhale, sit it down. Feel really supported here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, strong seat. Stay here. Find little pulses with the knees. Finding connection still with the breath. Find a seat, hold there, take 3 breaths. Even if you feel safe to close the eyes, this might be a place to check in with how stable you actually feel in your body. Can you do this with the eyes closed? Inhale, come all the way up to stand, turn the toes to point forward, and let's rock forward and back again. Good. Find grounding, find stillness, Tadasana. Take a breath in, reach overhead. And a breath out, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back to plank. Let's find a firm plank here. So spread through the fingers, grip into the earth just as we did with the toes, between the fingertips and the knuckles, putting a lot of pressure there instead of the wrists. Press back through the heels. Really puff up the back of the heart so we feel the scapula spread away from the spine. Look to the top of the mat. Core is engaged. Nice, strong bodies here. Take a breath in. Exhale, glide forward, lower down, chaturanga arms, hugging elbows to ribs, all the way onto the belly. Tops of the feet press into the earth, lifted into cobra. Exhale, lower back down. Curl the toes, push up plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now check in if you can get the heels down. If not, take a deep bend in the knees, creating a lot of length through the spine. Thank the earth for holding you up here, for supporting you. Looking forward, take a breath in. Big step to the top of the mat and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, reach overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands at heart. Turn the knees and toes out, walk them as wide as the mat. We're gonna squat down in Malasana, yogi squat. You might clasp the fingers together, just leaving the pointer finger and the thumb out. Inhale, reach up, push into the earth. Exhale, ground down. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower. I am connected to the earth. Inhale, push it up. Exhale, bring it down. 2 more. Stay here in your Malasana. Push the elbows into the knees. Grow tall through the spine. Imagining that the roots are reaching out from our body and connecting down into the soil. Growing wide and growing deep, creating the strongest foundation for our branches to grow. Plant the hands down into the earth. Left foot's gonna step back. Turn the right front foot forward so that we can come into a lizard pose. And here you might drop onto the knee or you can keep it lifted. Walk the toes out so they're in front of the knee. And find a stance that feels really stable, really strong. Spread through the collarbones, lift the head. Find 7 breaths here. Good. Keep the feet planted and start to shift the hips back towards the heel. Lift the front foot and take this modified half split. So the foot is still out to the right instead of in the center. Tuck chin to chest. Look forward, plant the front foot. We're gonna take a big step up to Malasana. So you might need to lift that back knee, push it back, and then step it forward. Malasana yogi squat. Take a breath in and a sigh out. Plant the hands, step the right foot back. Setting up for lizard on the left side. Come into alignment with knee stacking over ankle. Maybe you choose to drop into the back knee to get more lift through the spine. 7 breaths. So if we are focusing on balancing the root chakra, think about connecting with the element of earth. So we think of rocks, right? Strong, unmoving boulders. So as we come into our practice, we find postures with stillness, with strength, holding for long periods of time. This firmness yet softness throughout the body. Take a breath in. Exhale, push the hips back into your half splits. 5 breaths. Looking forward, plant the front foot. Lift the back knee, take a big step up. Malasana Yogi Squat. Good, let's inhale, come all the way up to stand. Exhale, feet under the hips for Tadasana. Inhale, sweep it up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Exhale, step it to plank. Hold your strong, firm plank. Look forward, take the shoulders down the back. Inhale, glide forward, exhale, lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's lift the right heel into the sky. Bring knee to nose, step the foot through, and ground the back foot coming up for warrior one. Now, take the hip points forward, tuck the tail under, ground into the front big toe. If you're feeling too much strain in the back leg, take a little step up. And then I really want you to ground the feet into the earth as if we are glued to our mats. Okay? And then let's check and see how glued to our mats we actually are. I want you to start to find some movement with the arms and the upper body as if a big windstorm came through. Okay, but the roots are unmoving. The branches can move all they want, but the roots are gonna stay firmly into the earth. So just play around a little bit, moving the arms and the body. Don't worry how you look, just explore. And then like we're ungluing our back leg, grab onto the back leg and lift it up and step it to meet the right, Tadasana. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale through a vinyasa. We'll meet in downward facing dog. And once you arrive, lift the left heel high. Knee to nose, step the foot through, and come on up to warrior one. Do those little point checks, bringing the hip points forward, tail tucked, trying to bring the ribs closer together and reach it up. Press into the front big toe, the edge of the back foot, and then start to find some movement here. Wow. Oh, I wasn't as grounded as I thought. I'm going to try that again. Good. Once you've played for a little bit, come back to your warrior one. And then hands to the back of the thigh and pick it up and step it to meet the left, mountain pose. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. We're gonna take a half lift. And then we're going to take a fold again, but this time we're going to step onto the hands, bringing the toes towards the wrist creases. You can bend your knees a lot to get there. And then tuck the chin to chest. Maybe start to bend the elbows to deepen the fold. And then release the hands. Grab behind the hamstrings, bend at the knees, start to lower down. We're going to come up into a toe squat, coming onto the balls of the feet, sitting on the heels. So even if we have less area connected with the earth, can we still ground with the small roots that we have? We might notice the difference in our balance and the way that we feel stable. But can we bring all of our attention and our awareness into what is meeting the earth? And when you're ready to come out of it, ground through the feet. And we're gonna roll onto our backs nice and slow. Grab behind the hamstrings, lower down, and then bring knees to chest and start to rock side to side. Good. Plant the feet as wide as the mat. Take a few windshield wipers right and left. Maybe take the hands over the root chakra, just placing it over the hips. And then let's extend both legs out as wide as the mat. Let the feet splay out to the sides. Maybe keeping the hands grounded here. And just connecting with our bodies. Remember our affirmation, I trust my body and its wisdom. My life is abundant. All is one. Close the eyes here, let the body rest. Sometimes when our root chakra is underdeveloped, what we're really needing is more rest. Our physical body may be screaming for you to slow down. So really what's important here is listening to our body's needs, whatever it may be. Take a full breath into the lowest part of your belly. And a sigh out of the mouth. Turn the toes in towards each other and out as you just wiggle through the legs. And then let's draw both knees in towards the chest, and we're gonna roll onto our left side body, coming into a fetal position. This metaphorical position of rebirth, reminding us of where our root chakra first began its journey of development in our mother's womb. And giving ourselves grace and practicing forgiveness for when our needs maybe weren't met in the ways that it was necessary. For the ways that we've neglected ourselves and our bodies. Or that we haven't shown as much love as we know we are deserving of. And just thank your body here. Thank this physical vessel for guiding you through life, for taking you on this journey. May we continue to care and nourish for our bodies. And then let's press ourselves up to a seat. With a nice tall spine, let's bring hands at heart center, Anjali Mudra, and offering back to our physical bodies, back to our roots, our origins, where we came from. Saying thank you, thank you, thank you. Namaste.